In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 30th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Montreal Canadiens versus Washington Capitals. The Montreal Canadiens are heading into a do-or-die situation on Tuesday as they face off against the Washington Capitals in Game 5 of the NHL playoffs. The game takes place at Capital One Arena, where the home crowd should be loud and ready. These two teams have had some good battles recently, but right now, Washington seems to be in control of this series. The Capitals have pretty much dominated throughout, winning 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams. Montreal hasn't been able to put it together consistently, especially on the road. They've only managed 17 wins away from home all season. Meanwhile, the Caps have been solid on their own ice, putting up a 28-9-6 record at home. That kind of contrast makes it hard to have a lot of confidence in the Habs pulling off a win here. Offensively, Montreal just hasn't been able to get much going in this series. They've been held to 2 goals or less in 4 of their last 6 matchups with Washington. The Capitals, on the other hand, have looked more stable and reliable. Their play at home has been strong, and they've been able to lean on that in this series. Now, I do have some hesitation about Washington, mainly because Charlie Lindgren is being asked to carry a heavier load with Logan Thompson unavailable. That said, Lindgren has stepped up when it's mattered. He looked sharp against Montreal and has shown he can manage the pressure. The Canadiens might be a team to watch in the years ahead. They've got some real promise, but I don't think this is their year. I'm siding with Washington to take care of business and move on. As our first pick for this matchup, the Washington Capitals money line is our full game side pick. When you break it down by the numbers, the Canadiens are putting up an average of 2.75 goals per game, and they're capitalizing on 38.5% of their power play chances. That's not a bad mark at all in the power play. On the defensive side, though, they're giving up 3.5 goals per game. The good news, they've been strong on the penalty kill, stopping 90% of opponents' power play opportunities. The Capitals are averaging 3.5 goals per game, which gives them a nice edge on the scoreboard. But oddly enough, their power play has been cold, with just 10% of their chances finding the net. Defensively, they're doing a decent job, allowing 2.75 goals per game. But their penalty kill has been pretty shaky. Opponents are scoring on nearly 40% of their power plays. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers are hitting the road again Wednesday night, heading back to Tampa to play Game 5 of their opening round playoff series against the Lightning. It's another chance to close things out, this time on enemy ice. The Panthers are currently up 3-1 in the series after pulling off a dramatic comeback in Game 4, where they won 4-2. Florida was trailing 2-1 late in the third period, but then caught fire and scored 3 goals in the last 4 minutes to seal the win. Before that, they handled business in Games 1 and 2 with wins of 6-2 and 2-0. Their only stumble came in Game 3 when they lost 5-1. Over their last 6 games, Florida has split wins and losses, and they wrapped up the regular season with 98 points, finishing 3rd in the Atlantic Division. Tampa Bay comes into this one with their backs against the wall. They're facing elimination after completely falling apart in the final moments of Game 4. They had a 2-1 lead with under 4 minutes left, but gave up 2 goals in 11 seconds and then another on an empty net about 2 minutes later. It was a collapse they couldn't afford. Before this series started, Tampa lost to the Rangers 4-0, but had picked up a 5-1 win over the Panthers just before that. They've now dropped 4 of their last 5 games, but still managed to finish second in the Atlantic with 102 points. In Game 4, it looked like the Lightning were going to even the series at 2 games apiece, but they couldn't hold the lead down the stretch, and now they're stuck trying to survive. Tampa Bay has been a tough team to beat at home all season, although they did drop Games 1 and 2 in their own building. Florida, on the other hand, has looked rock solid defensively, and Bobrovsky has been on point in the playoffs. This one feels like it'll be another close fight, but I'm leaning toward Tampa Bay to step up and keep the series alive with a strong showing from Kucherov and Gensel. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Lightning money line is our full game side pick. Florida has been averaging 3 goals per game while giving up 2.72. Their special teams have been solid too, converting on 23.5% of their power plays and killing off 80.7% of penalties. Tampa Bay's been a bit more explosive offensively, putting up 3.56 goals per game while allowing 2.63. Their power play has been clicking at 25.9%, and they've been killing off 81.6% of penalties. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Blues versus Winnipeg Jets. The St. Louis Blues are heading up to Winnipeg for a crucial Game 5 matchup against the Winnipeg Jets. The series is tied at 2-2, and this one's shaping up to be a turning point. Both teams have shown they can take over a game, and now the pressure's on with everything dead even. The Jets come into this one licking their wounds after getting handled 5-1 in Game 4 on Sunday. They actually jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the first, but things fell apart quickly as they gave up 5 straight goals and never got back in it. Before that, Winnipeg came out strong with back-to-back wins to start the series, taking Game 1 by a score of 5-3 and Game 2 by a tighter 2-1 margin. They were crushed in Game 3, though 7-2. Winnipeg still won 6 of their last 9 overall and wrapped up the regular season first in the Central Division with 116 points, so they're far from out of this. The Blues responded in a big way by taking care of business on their home ice, dominating Games 3 and 4 and outscoring the Jets 12-3 in those two. In Game 4, St. Louis tied it up late in the first, just about 20 seconds before the buzzer, and then exploded for 3 goals in the second period to take full control. Before the playoffs started, St. Louis crushed the hockey club 6-1 but did drop a game to the Kraken 4-3 right before that. Overall, they've struggled a bit down the stretch, losing 5 of their last 8, and they finished 5th in the Central with 96 points. With the series now even, both teams are heading back to Winnipeg for what's set up to be a huge Game 5 on Wednesday night. St. Louis dropped 2 close ones to start things off, but they flipped the momentum completely with 2 dominant wins. They were in both of those first 2 games, and with a bounce here or there, this series could look completely different. That said, the Blues are playing their best hockey of the series, and Jim Montgomery's team is full of belief right now. Don't be shocked if they keep pushing and give the Jets a serious fight on their home ice. Momentum's clearly with St. Louis at the moment, and they'll be aiming for their 3rd win in a row. The Blues solved the Jets' usually tough defense in Games 3 and 4, lighting the lamp 12 times, but they only managed 4 total goals in Games 1 and 2. The Jets have been a powerhouse at home all year, going 32-7-4 in their own barn, while the Blues have been just okay on the road at 20-18-5. There are definitely question marks with Winnipeg's defense and goaltending heading into this one, but they've been resilient all season. As our first pick for this matchup, the Winnipeg Jets money line is our full game side pick. Winnipeg's offense has been steady all year, putting up 3.35 goals a game and giving up just 2.32 on the other end. Their power play's been deadly at 28.9%, and the penalty kills handled business at 79.4%. St. Louis, meanwhile, has scored 3.05 goals per game and allowed 2.82. Their power play has been solid at 22.1%, but the penalty kill has left some room for improvement at 74.3%. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.